am not in a good mood today, so let me explain why. Probably one of my favorite things about doing YouTube is you guys in the audience. I enjoy reading your comments. Apparently that's quite rare, and then again my channel isn't quite that big. If it does grow and the comments are ever in the thousands, yeah, that might be an issue. But for now, woo! And my favorite thing about the audience is that you guys are quite smart. Most of you are definitely well above average intelligence, so well done to you. Which is why I don't make my videos needlessly long. I've actually had a couple of people thank me for that I don't waffle on about some unrelated stuff. Boon to having scripted videos, I suppose, so I can afford to keep them short and not go over every little nagging detail like some fastidious wanker, because the audience already has some level of clued in. Someone in my previous comment said something like, assuming that your audience already knows everything that you're trying to say instead of building an argument, isn't it just an ivory tower circle jerk? And I'm there face value thinking, why do these people exist? Look, I expect a certain amount of sense from my audience, right? Let me use a World of Warcraft example. If you've ever leveled the profession, you'll know where I'm going with this one. Back in the day, you had apprentice, journeyman, expert, artisan, right? Hypothetically, let's say I'm an expert. I assume most of my audience are at least journeymen, and if I go by the likes in the comments, most of them actually are. I've never once had a massively negative video where the comment section was telling me I'm unhinged and I make no sense whatsoever. Not even once, right? It's like we're all engineers and I'm bringing up some new schematics. The audience might not have seen the schematics before, but they're smart enough to understand them. Does that make sense? Because if it doesn't, do stop now, the rest of the video will be lost on you. The handful of comments, as you will see in a bit, are the unibrow sporting apprentice types. It is not my job to cater to your every whim. If you're too slow to understand, that's a you issue, don't make your problem mine. And I can almost tell the apprentice types because their comments are like this. If you're interested, I'm sure Destiny would be down to talk over all of this directly sometime. He engages with almost anyone who disagrees with him. It would be funny to watch him ask you for specifics and real arguments instead of snide insults just to be answered by crickets. Lol. Why don't you explain politics to him by calling and talking to him on stream? That would be funny. Oh wait, we all know why you would just humiliate yourself. I have never seen a worse analysis in my life. Somehow you managed to underperform even Mike from PA. Do you see these comments? These people couldn't project the phrase simping fanboy any harder even with a live plug up their ass. I can't stand these people, seriously. They're the kinds who essentially go, do algebra. Listen here, you pleb. You've yet to master addition. Sit down and shut up. I find this one rather ironic. It would be funny to watch him ask you for specifics and real arguments instead of snide insults just to be answered by crickets. How about I ask you the same question, because I notice your comment is rather snide, featuring no arguments or specifics about where I was wrong. Why do you think that is? You three stooges are exactly why all debates are pointless. Let's be honest here for a moment, shall we? Most people have no capacity to think or reason. Case in point, those comments. People don't operate on facts either. Again, case in point, those comments. People don't want a worldview based on the harsh realities of life. No, they want to be sold a vision, and you all know this. If it was simply facts, we'd be arguing facts. It'd be very cut and dry. Political commentators, for the most part, argue for a world they want to live in. It is incredibly rare that you will ever find people that argue for the world how it is or based on those around them. Primarily because that's rather uncomfortable, and it does come off kind of a tad arrogant. Many people take it as, well, who the hell are you to tell everyone else how to live their lives? And so you get the peasantry like this lot who tend to latch onto certain content creators like there's some kind of bashing shield because they're too stupid to articulate their worldview coherently. Because we all know this. Those three comments over there, well, at least two of them anyway, based on their own complete lack of any rebuttal and just pushing for debate, that tells me they've got no brains to shore up a comeback and they just want Destiny to make them feel better because I attacked the avatar of their worldview. I wonder if they'll watch this video. I suspect probably not. But hey, if any of you three stooges do, how about you prove me wrong and you write your best comeback and I'll pin the best one. It's rather clear you don't think very highly of me, so I should be easy to beat then, shouldn't I? So come on, instead of getting Destiny to heal your little fifis, how about you try me? Let's see what you got, sunshine. Do you think they'll say a word? No, probably not. But I look forward to their attempts. But even some of my returning fans were saying I didn't rebut Destiny hard enough. And I looked at that and I thought, what exactly are you people expecting from me here? But go watch the video again, or watch Lex's interview with them. Try and separate Destiny from his words, and tell me with a straight face he's different from any mainstream media talking head. Oh, the guy's a threat to democracy. Oh, shut up and go away. Now, you guys know me by now. I either boil things down as simple as I can, or I'll mirror as much substance as I'm hearing. And the simple fact of the matter is, Destiny doesn't say anything of substance. He merely professes a bunch of things as if that is enough to carry the merits of an argument, and in my opinion, that's bollocks. What were his arguments? Oh, Trump is more divisive. Based on what? And according to who? Where is this manifesting and what are the consequences? Oh, the media's in a tizzy. The media's a propaganda arm of the regime. Stop this clowning nonsense. Oh, Trump is pissing off everyone in DC. He says this like that's a bad thing. Again, I know the Americans. They do not like the government. Said it before, hating government is the most American pastime next to shooting a gun. Trump pissing off everyone in government, an entity that no one in America likes. If it was a different person, they'd be doing the exact same thing for their political alignment. They'd be cheering as well. Who are we kidding here? Always talks about bipartisanship in a historically divided Congress. Again, that is good. Why? Oh yes, massive amounts of spending during the worst inflation crisis in decades, but at least Congress is united. What is the benefits of that for the American people? What is the state of the country like? Oh yeah, it's going to hell in 6th gear. There's a quote by Thomas Woods. There are only two major parties today, the stupid party and the evil party. Once in a while, the two parties get together to do something that is both stupid and evil. It's called bipartisanship. Whenever people waffle on about said bipartisanship, I think of that quote. You see what I mean? Destiny waffles on as if the uniparty doesn't even exist. Or saying Trump didn't do anything, then why did he get more votes than any other incumbent ever, despite the media lambasting the man 24/7? What accounts for his rising popularity now? It's funny, I'm the one getting accused of lacking factual arguments, whereas he just pulls things out of his arse, like a mainstream media talking head. What is the state of the world like when he was president versus the current administration? I trust I don't need to go into detail here, do I? Or the one idiot who said I'm only supporting him because I spoke of loyalty and I assume everyone who dislikes him is a problem. Yes, I'm aware he's not flawless, but this is the reality, pal. We're not chasing perfect, we're going for better, and Trump is objectively better. I would love to ask these idiots, when you look at an administration, what are your metrics for a competent reign? Because I'll tell you what mine isn't. It's not liking mean tweets, it's not a media kissing the administration's ass, and it sure as hell is not them returning to normalcy. I go by performance, and compared to the current hellscape, the previous occupant of the White House is solid freaking gold. Low inflation, better job growth, higher energy output, lower energy prices, a significantly better economy, a tighter border and not bullied around on the world stage, and no new foreign wars. The Don was a better president by any available metric if you were an honest man and not a lying simpleton with your head not up your own ass. I am sick of these pathetic imbeciles who spend more time brushing up on rhetorical dexterity to fool an audience of morons who align with their ideology than the fact-driven ones who are prone to giving you the middle finger and telling you you're full of shit because you're too easily suckered by a smooth tongue because you haven't two functioning brain cells to rub together in the face of objective reality. Does that suffice as enough substance for you sycophantic wankers? Because I got news for you. If it's not, I'm not changing jack. You can either like me or go to hell. And if you don't approve of that, tough shit. Feel free to unsubscribe, stop watching me, and bend over and kiss my fucking ass. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.